All right.
Stunned, right?
It is not stunned anymore. It is now unstunned.
Now that it's his turn.
Correct. Yeah. So it couldn't have attacked you anyway. So let's go ahead and get rid of stunned, and we will go ahead and this thing's gonna do. I would say it would probably continue to go after you, Omi, and it's going to basically it's gonna stay back and it's gonna use his tentacles first, which has a range to them. So the tentacles are a miss, and now it floats in, it hovers in, and it tries to peck at you with its beak, and it misses. All right, Trickets.
All right, I'm going to ring his bell.
All right. Ring my bell.
I was totally just thinking.
Ooh, nice. I like that. Another nice failed saving throw. Another 12 necrotic damage. And that Grell basically loses a life. It loses its life and it falls down on the ground. Poof, makes a big thud sound.
I wonder if they're very smart. Are those brains real brains, or is that like their body that looks like a brain?
It looks like a brain, yeah. You'd have to probably do some experimentating on it, but it's possible it could be.
Because he wasn't too smart.
And
I mean, they're outnumbered and they're
places to
attacking
continue
us.
playing.
Yeah. Would you like to do anything else, Trinkets? All right, Zero.
I'll just hit that button right there.
This thing's still got its meat hooks.
So I'm grappled. I was going to do sword burst, but you guys are surrounded me, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do shocking grasp.
Sounds good.
We're only here to comfort you.
Yeah, but if you stand too close, I got a spell that'll hurt you. So that's all. I'm going to do shocking grasp.
Vay's all scarred up. Vay's all scarred up. She's been through a wood chipper. She's okay with it.
And I miss.
He means he needs to fart.
All right, next round. Trinkets, you're up first this time.
Oh, what was that?
I said, Trinkets, you're up first this time. I was chewing ice.
Oh, okay.
Sorry about that.
All right, I'll move my hex to this other girl.
Okay.
Has this other girl taken damage?
It does not appear to be wounded, no. You guys gangbang the other one, so.
Okay.
He's having his way with me.
Yeah, he is.
Okay.
He's
Because
gangbanging Zero.
My Toll the Dead works differently depending, so.
Right. 9
Sorry,
necrotic, 6 necrotic.
Don't add that yet. I forgot to do the wisdom save.
It failed, so we'll just let it keep the damage. All right, this Grell is going to continue to try to kill Zero. Welcome back, Zero. You're dead in the first encounter.
Oh my gosh.
And it's another hit.
Oh my gosh, and the big hits. I can't cast shield.
Take another 8 piercing damage. You're wounded a little bit. Not too bad.
I'm feeling it.
Oh, you're definitely feeling it. About halfway. All right, Zero, you're up.
All right. Well, I'm gonna cast magic missile right down the jaw.
Right down the jaw.
The beak. Right down the beak.
Hit him in the beak.
Ooh, 2 points. 2 points. 4 for a total of 8. Force damage as the darts hit at point blank. That's nice. So you didn't do a attack, as you would have probably had disadvantage for being grappled. So very nice. All right, so you hit it. Anything else? I guess that's it, pretty
No,
much.
that's it.
All right, Omi, you're up.
Omi's gonna move in here and say, "Stupid Grell, look at me! Don't hit my friend!" And a vicious mockery on the Grell.
Rawr, rawr. Ooh, it failed. And as a free action, it lets go of 0-10. And it looks like it turns towards you, Omi Barton. So it looks like your vicious mockery has gotten its attention. As Barian, it's your turn. The caboose this round.
Hi. Well, I'm gonna take aim at.
Yeah, you got a clear shot. Take your shot. Oh, a hit with a 16.
And I will take sneak attack.
You don't have to.
No,
You don't have to.
Because I can. Because I can.
Uh-huh. All right, so the Grell takes 17 damage. Nice hit.
And I will stay right there.
You can get to go again.
Double.
That's the great thing about this re-rolling initiative. You know, it's like totally random. You have no clue. All right, you get to go again, Barry, on top of the round. Round 3.
Right. And we will attack.
13's a hit on the Grell.
And I'll take sneak attack again. Because
Because you can. But you don't have to. Nice damage, 19. That thing is, that Grell basically falls unconscious. You kill it as well. It had just like a couple of hit points left. So you guys kill that too. I'm going to give you some experience. Everybody gets 350. The
You okay
Grell is
there,
dead.
Zero?
Oh, I'm feeling it.
He's got all these puncture
Good
wounds
thing.
on him. Yeah.
Yeah, it was taking advantage of me.
Doesn't look like there's any other exits or any other halls that are coming from this room. So it looks like, yeah.
how about Barian would like to investigate the pillars and the 2 alcoves just to make sure.
Sure.
everything's fine.
Give me
I'll
an
do the
investigation
same,
check.
and also check these bird brains.
All right. Give me an investigation check. Checks whoever is investigating. Trinkets. Barian investigation. Not too bad. Both of you had good rolls. 3 of you had good rolls. But they were good, but they just weren't good enough. But no, you don't find anything in the pillars. You know, you kind of nose around them, check all 5 of them. Nothing in the pillars. Nothing in the little alcoves where each Grell was hiding as well. There's a bunch of like bedding and straw and other scraps that it looks like they were probably wandering around and was finding stuff to make a nest. But other than that, nothing of any value.
All right, I'm gonna patch up
Ooh,
Zero a little
missed.
bit.
And also your investigation checks were also for looking for any kind of like secret doors and stuff too.
Okay, yeah.
And you found nothing. You found nothing! So I will move all of you back
Well, it
to...
looks like a dead end. Could check that other place.
Yeah, I'll basically move all of you guys back to the crossroads there.
Are we in a good spot to continue? We need to.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I'm good. Omi healed me. Thank you, Omi.
You're welcome, Zero.
Well, I would like. Barian will take point again and check for traps and secret
All right.
doors and whatnot on down the and down to the corner.
Right. Get here, there's a couple of things, Barian, and also trinkets. There is a door that is on your left, and there is also a hall that goes to the east. That is what you see.
My recommendation is the door.
Okay, yeah, I love doors.
Anybody object?
Take a listen at it first.
Listen, check for traps, give it
Sure.
the whole investigation.
Give me a perception check in the tower, and give me an investigation check in the tower also. Doors and
Wait, hold up, don't do it
perception.
yet.
Don't do what yet.
Okay. You can do it now.
All right, this is the investigation check.
Okay. You do not see any traps on the doors, and you are listening at the door, and everything appears to be quiet beyond the stone door.
All right. Shall we proceed?
Yeah, let's open it.
Open the door.
Right. It's a huge room. Nothing, alive or anything like that that catches your eye. But you guys have 60 feet, and I will allow you guys to see all three statues. So,
I have 120, by the way.
as you, I'm just going general round about
I know,
everybody.
I'm just...
But
if
yes,
it matters.
you can
then-
actually, you can see to the envy, and you can see some stairs that is in a corridor to the very north of the room that ascend up about 10 feet or so. Also, as you enter the room, you can see that there are a couple of other exit points. In the east, southeast corner, there is another exit out, no door. In the northeast corner, there is a stone door just like you just came in. Over here, on the west wall, there is a corridor that travels west and then travels up to the north. And also there is, to the north, the stairwell that only they can see. So I need to plug in my headset quickly before it dies, because I can hear it pinging.
Oh
You
my.
about to have a reactor scream?
Row, row. That is a horrible growl noise. And also, there are three statues. Three very tall, 6 foot tall, well, they're not very tall, but there's 3 6 foot tall statues, and each one of these statues is on like a dais or a plinth. And all three of these statues are facing to the right, so they're facing east. And all three statues are depicting male. It looks like, because you've been in Waterdeep, it looks like these are probably Waterhavian nobles, because they're clad in like their decorative plate armor and stuff. And in the center statue here, at the base of the statue, there are some bones and it looks like of a hobgoblin, because you can tell from like the tusk and the slanted forehead, sort of like a Klingon forehead, and there's a white wooden staff. Gandalf's staff is laying on the floor, broken in half, and there's also some. There's stone bases at the bottom of every one of these statues, and it has the names of each one of the nobles that are on that represent each statue. So the south statue at the bottom is Alindron, the center statue is Runthendar, and the north statue, the statue up top, is Onthalis. And as you're looking at them, the names have been kind of crossed out with chalk. And new names have been added to the nameplates. So the new names are, and they're in. Let's see if anybody can actually see if. Let's see if anybody can actually understand this. I'm going to use the. Don't get to use the. Yeah, there we go. Oh, these are some pretty damn good names too. So these are the new names at the bottom of each statue, and Omi and Trinkets, both of you can understand the names.
Okay. Smelly Bottom, Stupid Skull, and Born Toothless.
Yeah. I didn't come up
Writ-
with those names.
Written in Goblin.
Yeah. Smelly Bottom is at the top. Yes. So there's the new names on the statues over the old names, and there is a broken white staff where the green arrow is.
White staff. You mean like part of the statue? It's stone?
No, there's actually a white staff at the base of it, just laying on the floor. It's just broken in half. How long does detect magic and identify? Well, identify is instant, but how long do your rituals last?
10 minutes on detect magic.
Yeah, it's not working. Plus, I just gave that away, so we'll say that it was working for this. So yeah, we'll say that you went over to the other side of the dungeon, killed 2 grells, and came here.
Spoilers.
Hey, this staff is magical. It does appear to be a broken magical staff. And hopefully you won't blow up one of your magic items on the critical fumble table, because that's really going to hurt.
Well, we know what happened the last time. Do you want to see what this is first?
Well, let me hold that staff, and I can mend it.
Oh yeah, good call. Yeah, it is made of wood. You can use the mending cantrip. There's also bones of a long dead hobgoblin there too, like I said. So yeah, you pick up the staff. It doesn't stick to your hand or anything. You have a sigh of relief because it. But yeah, you can mend it if you want to. What is it? A couple minutes or something like that?
Oh, as far as the time, I don't know.
Let's check it out really quick, shall we? Mending is a cool cantrip that doesn't get used that often. It's an instantaneous touch. It's a casting time of 1 minute, and yes, it will repair an item that you touch.
I guess a minute.
Yep.
I'll inspect that corpse while she's doing that.
Sure.
He's gonna look at the bone while I rub the staff.
Ha!
Wah wah.
Barry's going to check around for any traps on the statues in the walls.
All right, give me an investigation check in the tower for inspecting the room. And the minute goes by. Now, well, as you are watching the staff basically repair itself, you just notice that the goblin's been dead for a long time, probably years. There's no flesh left on it. If the hobgoblin had anything, it appears to have been taken. It looks like there was probably a pouch at one time, because the straps have basically been cut with like a dagger or some other sharp edge. And your investigation check is good, but yields you nothing. So there's no traps. Doesn't look like any of the doorways are trapped. No secret exits. Nothing like that. And to get back to the staff. Yep, go ahead.
No, I was just saying thank you for that.
Oh, no problem. And the staff, as soon as it's repaired, as soon as that last little piece of wood comes off of it, rises up off of the floor and fits into the broken part, you're holding it, and it's a beautiful staff, and all of a sudden, a mouth appears on the staff, and it says, "Help! Thief! Criminal!"
Great.
It keeps yelling, "Help! Thief! Criminal!" And it does this for probably about, and you're like trying to cover the mouth up, but as you try to cover the mouth up, the mouth just appears on another part of the staff, and it's like those damn hedgehogs with the little hammer that you beat inside of the game room. You know, the mouths are just appearing all over the place. But it goes on for about
Whack-a-mole.
yeah, whack-a-mole. It's like whack-a-mole. There's all kinds of mouths start appearing on it, and after about 15, 20 seconds or so, that's it. It seems like it just starts fading.
Why do I always get the good magical items? It's not fair.
How loud was that?
It was pretty loud. It was echoing throughout the chamber.
Well, there goes the element of surprise, guys.
Well, that's fine. I plan to parlay with anyone with meat anyway.
Oh, are you going to try to talk to him?
Well, yeah. Wouldn't it be easier to arrange for a deal with these guys rather than fight them?
That's possible. Well, the bugbears told you that they were up here.
All right.
So yeah.
I mean, look at the resources we have to go through fighting everything. Wear and tear, healing potions, downtime. It's easier just to make an arrangement.
Well, if you think you can do it, Trinkets, I have some magic that might be able to help you. As I pull out a spoon.
Oh, you just use that magic for the stage, man. Make us some good money. Remember, I still get 20% commission.
Oh, so you're in for the Spoon the World, the revival tour then?
Well, of course.
All right. I wasn't sure if you were going to accept, but glad to have you.
No. See, any type of agent contracts are for life. You know this, right?
Whoa.
No. I didn't know that.
I like
Well,
it.
that's okay. You have a lot to learn about the agent's business, but you just keep doing your spoon thing.
All right. I know you can do it. Yeah, I know you can talk to these people, just like you talked to those people after that show where I had the brown note. Try not to remember that, but
Jesus.
Brown note.
Yeah. Where
Oh, that's
everybody.
terrible.
Oh yeah. He had to. That was several years back at Madame Friona's Tea Kettle. It was a total shitarama, for sure. That's what ultimately got him kicked out of Master, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. Out of character now. Trinkets met up with Omi, in a dungeon, had arranged to be the agent, but they split ways after they left the dungeon.
Well, did she hit the blue? Did she hit the brown note too, or what?
No, she wasn't around. She
oh
missed out on that.
yeah, there was something wrong with that accordion I was playing. I know it.
Oh boy.
And I'll cast enhance ability for charisma on Trinkets.
All right. So
Oh, okay, sweet.
yeah, what else are you guys doing as you're finishing up, looking around, and all that stuff?
What did we find on this bones?
Actually nothing. It looks like the hobgoblin had a pouch at one time, but it looks like it was cut away some time ago.
Does anyone know anything about these nobles?
All that you I would say, is anybody here from Waterdeep?
Omi's been here the last 15 years now, since the events of the tomb. So he's probably picked up on some of the history, maybe.
Yeah, they're all just nobles that were at one time part of the masked lords of Waterdeep. Nothing else, they really weren't. I mean, they were warriors, but there's nothing that really defines them. They basically just had a lot of money and were in the masked lords of Waterdeep, pretty much. Nothing significant. So as you guys are looking, all of a sudden, Vey, out of the corner of your ear, you hear like a scuffle or a footprint, or a footstep that is coming from this hallway, basically, and you catch the glimpse of a human peeking around, looking at you, around right here, just between looking through the two statues. You can see someone peering around, and as you look towards him, he basically dips back around the corner.
Oh, okay. Did he see me seen?
Oh yeah, he's seen you. You've seen him. Briefly
Okay.
seen him.
Well, then, when I shout out, then, to him not to leave, we're here on a peaceful mission.
You hear some chuckling, and then you hear peaceful mission, and then the guy that you had seen basically gets pushed from out of the hall. You don't know who pushes him out of the hall,
Oh, shit.
and you hear a, "Psst, go talk to him, mate." And he gets pushed out into the hall, and he goes, "Who are you, and what are you doing here? You're not supposed to be in here."
I tell him that we've been sent here to look for a missing package that someone had left behind. An old adventurer.
A missing package?
That's right.
I don't know of one. You're in the wrong part. I would really suggest you turn around if you don't want any trouble. I need to hear someone else barking from around the corner. "Yeah, if you know what's good for you." Around this corner here, you can hear someone say, "Yeah, you better do what he says if you know what's good for yous." And he has his hand on a weapon as well. Definitely looks like the undesirable bandit type for sure. He's wearing leather armor and has a scimitar. Also has a crossbow kind of slung over his back. In fact, usually we make people like you pay tolls coming through here. And then you hear someone else say, "Yeah, I think a toll's necessary."
And you said they're human, right?
The one that you can see is human, yes. "So about this toll, it'll cost you 5 gold per person to pass through." And he holds his hand out, and he walks towards you. Walks to about right here. He holds his hand out, and he says, "We'll take your toll, please, and you can pass." And you hear some chuckling from around the corner.
I laugh at him as well. Are you kidding? 5 gold? That's it?
5 gold! 5 gold per person. And he counts.
How often do you
1,
see people
2,
come
3,
through here?
4. Oh, all the time. We charge the bugbears. We charge the goblins. We try. Hell, sometimes we even charge each other.
It doesn't seem like you could make that much money. Just charging 5 gold per person. You know, there's a lot of riches to be had down here. Most of the adventurers probably have a lot more gold than that.
So when you start talking about riches and stuff, 3 more individuals come around the corner. 2 more humans and a drow, a dark elf, come around the corner. And one gentleman says, What are these riches, and what is this package that you're looking for?
Well, this wealthy nobleman, he had sent us down here because, well, he and a group of his squires were down here and they were trying to, I can't remember exactly what they were trying to get, but they fell in battle, probably with the bugbears, and had dropped a package. Apparently, this package is very important to the noble and has sent us down here to retrieve it.
How long have you been down here?
Oh, I don't know, maybe a couple hours? Not too long. We did meet up with your bugbear friends to the south, and we're on pretty good basis, I guess you could say. They told us about you up north, and, well, this is why we came here. We were seeking fellow humans to discuss an arrangement.
And what type of arrangement would that be, young lady?
Well,
He's
if
an
you'd
older
like
gentleman,
to...
by the way, probably in his mid
Oh,
40s or so, 40s, 50. Kind of looks like Bear Grylls. Vay's like, I attack! I attack now! No, I'm just kidding.
is he driving a Ferrari?
Yeah. Oh, goodness. He says, is
Well,
it
I
time to
thought-
drink our own pee? No, I'm just kidding.
I thought maybe we could work out a deal. If you just leave us alone while we look for this package, we would split the money with you for your kindness.
And what type of money are you looking for? What type of money's in it for us? If this is half, hopefully it's a fairly nice chunk of money.
Oh, it is indeed. In fact, the noble promised to pay us 10,000 gold. We would split that half with you.
10,000 gold. Give me
That's
give me a deception check.
Okay.
And give me a deception check in the tower. Thank you for putting it in the tower. Let's see. He says, "Wow, 10,000 gold. You're not screwing around with me, are you, lady? Because you'll be sorry if you're screwing around with us. My name's Uktarl, and I don't want to be messed with. I don't want to be lied to. The last person that lied to me, I added a bone. I added one of his arm bones and leg bones to the pillars down to the south."
Oh, that place with the bird brains. I hope those weren't your pets because we killed them.
No, the floating brains, no, they're not my pets. We've
Okay.
encountered them several times, though.
Well, look at what we've already helped you out with. We've taken care of a nuisance for you.
That's true. That's sort of like a hidden bonus. And so you're saying that you're going to give us 5,000 gold just for us to turn our backs, look away from you, and just give you free roam of the
That's
entire
correct.
northern end of
Also, I'll give you a little bit of business advice. As I was speaking to your other gentleman here, that 5 gold per person is way too little to be charging adventurers to come through here because they make way too much money.
Well, we figured that this place was already pillaged. I mean, we haven't really been able to find anything on the first floor. We haven't ventured down, so we figured 5 gold was a steep price for broke adventurers coming down here. But hey, we'll do it. What do you think? 100 gold? 1,000 gold?
I'd say start around 200 gold apiece, and you can always drop down. Like, well, instead of 200, you give us, say, 50 gold each, but you also have to give us a weapon.
Yeah. Oh, you are the negotiator.
That's right, you can negotiate the deal. Maybe they don't have 200 gold each, but they certainly have plenty of gear.
That's very true. Under Mountain does require a bunch of gear. So I'll tell you what. He sticks his hand out, he spits in his hand, And he extends his hand towards you and he says, "You've got a deal, lady."
Okay, let's put my hand too and shake on it.
5,000 gold. And he says,
Yep.
"I'm a man of my word. You have free roam of the entire northern part of our complex."
Well, as I'm shaking his hand, I look around him and ask, "Are there many other drow here?"
He, since you had such a great deception check, he kind of leans forward towards you, and you can smell his like garlicky, dried fish
nice.
breath, you know. And he says, "I'll tell you what, the drow back there, that's not a drow, that's a doppelganger. But there are a couple other doppelgangers in here that I've heard of. Yes. I mean, if we're going to be business partners, you and I," and his breath is just ranking right now.
I'm trying not to grimace.
Yes, if we're going to be business partners, then I figure I'll give you the lowdown on that.
Okay. So, are you like the head guy?
I'm one of them. Yes, we do have several bandits in here as well. We've got a barracks over there to the west. I've got my barracks also. But yeah, you can say that I'm large and in charge.
Okay. So, we're not going to have any troubles with the rest of your group?
No, I've got about a dozen men, and I'll tell my lieutenant here to warn them of your presence.
Okay. Because
the 4 of you.
the sooner we can find this package, the sooner we can get us paid.
Well, that's good. Well, I know the package isn't to the west, and he points over here. He basically tells you that this is to the west is pretty much all of his barracks and stuff like that. And I'll uncover that for you as he kind of fills in the details on your map, basically. He points that right here.
Okay.
Here is his men's sleeping quarters, and this here to the north, that's his sleeping quarters.
Okay. So, unexplored areas, mostly to the north then and east?
Yeah. He tells you that there's some tombs and crypts and halls to the north. They really don't venture there too often because his numbers he says his numbers have dwindled recently because of the recent run-ins with another guild that's in here to the south. So he says if you think our numbers have dwindled, boy, they should be running on fumes right now. They should only have a couple of people left. But we did take quite a few losses.
Who are these, your opponents?
I don't really. I guess you could say they are our opponents now. But yes, they're under some control of some hideous beholders, or so they say. I've never seen this Xanathar. I've heard of him, but I've never seen him.
Dave, would I know anything about doppelgangers being associated with, I'm sorry. I can't think of what they're called.
Xanathars?
No, that's his name. What is he?
Aberrations? He's an aberration. He's a beholder.
Oh, beholder, that's right.
Well, I don't think he's a beholder. I think he's a tyrant. But
Okay.
yes, he does. He is a beholder
Doppelgangers are
type creature.
associated with them or not? I'm trying to put the piece of the puzzle here with this doppelganger.
You would think that they probably could. I mean, because doppelgangers don't mind money. They're humanoidish anyway. So sure. I mean, I'm sure they. I mean, if the offer was okay, I'm sure. Yeah, you would think that they would work with the beholder. Sure, why not? probably would.
Let me see here.
And you can actually see at the top of this 10-foot well, there's like a barricade, like a makeshift wooden barricade too, because they really don't go to the north. They've got that blocked off for some reason. Tells you over here, he's got some more, basically some more pathways, a couple of secret doors. That's basically where they just try to get the advantage on anyone coming through. But they said you guys are good. They didn't even hear you coming.
Oh yeah, we're good at what we do. Although I do whisper at him one more time, as I try to hold my breath. Can you trust that doppelganger then?
Yeah, he's been around for a while. Yeah, I trust him. I trust all of my guys. All of my guys are loyal. All of my guys are loyal. As he breathes on you.
I can smell it from here.
Yeah, pretty much. He's got the dragon breath, DB, dragon breath.
Yep.
I wish I had a
Okay.
mint.
Pipe,
All right,
salted
well, just
fish.
want to make sure. We humans have to look out for each other.
That we do, young lass. That we do. So we'll be here when you get the, reward. Hey, I never forget a face, and I'm a man of my word. Hopefully you're a woman of your word as well, and you'll bring us our
Indeed.
half.
And just make sure you watch your back and stay away from the south.
I will do
We
what's
wouldn't want
going on
you
down to
to,
the south.
Well, that's where Xanathar is. We wouldn't
Aye.
want you to miss out on your payment, right?
That is very true. You guys get another 300 experience for the encounter, even though it wasn't a vicious one. Good job. You guys have already gotten 600 XP. Nice.
Well done, Vay.
Yep, you're good at this, trinkets.
Hey guys, this is my powers.
I
That's how
chose
you
my
make money.
manager well.
So I guess based on that, the only place left to go is to the north, unless you want to go down and mess with them.
Let's go check north while we're here.
Yeah, that's the unexplored area. We can always hit these other places on the way back just to double check them. Make sure that maybe he hasn't found something.
Yeah, this place is huge. I mean, you can zoom out and see that the first level of Honor Mountain is just massive.
Oh, one more thing. What's the
Yeah.
deal with these statues here?
Oh, they're just when we got here, there was a bunch of goblins and bugbears living here, but we needed the space and we kicked them out. Well, I'll rephrase that last. We made them an offer that they just simply could not refuse. But yes,
I hear you.
but yeah, they're just old statues that have been in here, and we didn't find anything. I mean, really, I don't even know who these. I don't even know who these guys are. But I do like the names that the goblins wrote down there. Those are pretty good.
Yeah, that was funny. We got to chuckle after that. All right, well, thank you. We'll be on our way.
All right, lass, we're gonna get back to our card game. Indulge yourself, and if you need help clearing the pathway to the north, I'll send a couple of my men over to help you. And he does. He sends a couple of his men over to the barricade, and they start to clear it away for you. All right, so the bandit, I guess the bandit warlord, his name was Uktarl Kranich. I'll put his name in chat for you.
He's totally crushing on trinkets right now.
Caught him last, yeah.
All right, Barry, and you can do your thing.
All right, to the north.
Yeah. He Uktarl, he sends a couple of his men to the north. They help you get that that massive blockade all cleared away, and you guys are able to proceed north, which I will uncover all the way to the end, which is a dead end. I will say it is a dead end, and